The tech-savvy trickster. They say if you hear laughter before you hear footsteps, lock your door. It might be music. It might be madness. Or it might be iJappa, older now, slimmer, sharper, and carrying a smartphone with cracked edges and unlimited data. The first person he outsmarted didn't even know he had been outsmarted. Not until 3 weeks later, when his savings vanished and his pride followed it. But let's not rush. This story didn't begin with money. It began with a tweet, where old wisdom met Wi-Fi. In the bustling sprawl of Iguna by the cloud, where satellite dishes leaned like tired necks and generators hummed louder than prayers, everyone knew everyone, or at least knew of them. Bike men knew which streets flooded first. Market women knew which tomatoes lied about freshness. Young people knew which apps paid and which ones only promised, and the elders? They watched everything with quiet eyes. iJappa had returned to the neighborhood after years away. Some said he had traveled abroad. Others said prison. Others whispered something about a tech hub in Kenya and a woman who cried too much. What mattered was this: iJappa came back different. He no longer wore the dusty brown wrapper of old folktales. Now it was joggers, faded sneakers, and a hoodie that said, "Hustle smarter." He walked slowly, like someone who knew something everyone else didn't. His eyes were small but alert. His smile came late and left early. The children noticed first. "Uncle, why your phone day talk to itself?" One boy asked as iJappa's phone read out notifications. iJappa smiled. "Because it listens better than people." The boy laughed. He didn't understand. But laughter, like death, spreads easily. The village that forgot its stories. Once upon a time, people feared tricksters. Not because tricksters were evil, but because they revealed greed, pride, and shortcuts. But this was a modern village. People no longer told moonlight stories. They watched skits. They no longer feared deceit, they admired sharp guys. Everyone wanted to blow. Everyone wanted fast results. And when people forget old lessons return wearing new clothes. iJappa noticed this immediately. He sat at Bukos and listened. How far crypto? Which loan app no they disturb contacts? Guy, if I see one legit plug, I go hammer. Every sentence carried hunger. Not the hunger of empty stomachs, but the hunger of comparison. iJappa licked his lips. Good, he murmured. Still the same human beings. Just better cameras. The first test, Ade the influencer. Ade was young, handsome, and loud online. He sold motivation and financial freedom in 15-second videos, shot against borrowed cars and rented apartments. His followers trusted him because he looked like success. One evening, Ade tweeted, "If I had capital, I'd multiply it. Opportunities full ground." iJappa replied within seconds. "I have capital. But I only work with disciplined minds." DM. Ade's heart jumped. They met at a cafe with good lighting and bad coffee. Ade arrived recording. iJappa arrived watching. "You don't look like money," Ade said, laughing. iJappa nodded. "Money rarely does." They talked. iJappa spoke of AI trading bots, cross-border arbitrage, and passive income. He didn't promise riches. He promised systems. That alone convinced Ade. "Bring 500K, iJappa said calmly. In 6 weeks, you'll understand why patience pays." Ade hesitated. Then remembered his followers watching his life closely. He transferred the money. iJappa smiled softly. 6 weeks later, Ade's account had doubled. Then tripled. Ade posted screenshots. Praise reigned. People begged for access. iJappa said nothing. He waited. When greed speaks louder than wisdom, the next phase was easy. Ade begged to invest more. "I trust you now," he said. "This thing is solid." iJappa nodded. "Trust is expensive." Ade transferred everything he had: brand deals, savings, borrowed funds. For 2 weeks, returns came like rain. Then one morning, the app froze. Support vanished. And iJappa's number? Unreachable. Ade panicked. He shouted online. He cried. He accused. But the truth was bitter and quiet. iJappa had not stolen anything illegally. Every agreement had been signed. Every risk disclosed. Every decision made willingly. The trick was not theft. The trick was human impatience. By the time Ade realized this, his audience had moved on to the next loud thing. iJappa watched from afar. "Lesson 1, he whispered. "If money comes too easily, it leaves faster." The elders began to notice not everyone was fooled. Mama Ajuro, who sold pepper near the bus stop, noticed patterns. Why people they cry after meeting that turtle-eyed man? She asked. Pa Kunle, retired teacher, adjusted his glasses. Because we no longer teach stories. We let algorithms raise our children, they remembered Ijapa. Not the hoodie-wearing one, but the old one. The tortoise who cheated birds, tricked kings, and paid the price every time. He has returned, Pa Kunle said. But now, his shell is Wi-Fi. Thanks for staying tuned. Watch out for the next episode. Follow us on all our social media, at @input_media, FB, @loaded_abayomi ogantade, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get alerts for the next episode. Thanks.